And welcome to May the Force Be With Who. This is going to be the review of Series 11, Episode 2 of the new season of Doctor Who, The Ghost Monument. And I'm going to come right out and say that I thought this episode was really meh. Um, I still haven't figured out exactly what Yaz's role in this whole thing is because she hasn't really done anything or contributed thus far as a new companion. Like I said, I'm not calling her a friend. I think that's ridiculous. I do like the furthering of the Graham and Ryan relationship and how they kind of had the little back and forth about, well, what if Grace was here? And, the still kind of tension between the two of them. I did like that. Um, as far as the plot of this episode, this whole space rally with the two characters, which one of them sounded like its name was the male character sounded like his name was Ipso or Itso or with the accents I couldn't really understand, and I never caught the girl's name. Uh, okay, they were running a space rally. They were the last two left, and got to see Art Malik as whoever the guy running the whole space race was. Which I've not seen Art Malik since he played the villain in the Schwarzenegger movie True Lies back in '94, I think. He was also Cameron Shaw Bond ally needed by Val in the Living Daylights from '87. So, it's kind of cool when you see somebody from movies you used to watch as a kid, like, oh yeah, that's where that dude is. As far as Jodie this week, she is okay. I'm gonna get to the point to where I didn't really like what she had going on at the end when the two characters that were running the rally tied and they left and everything was gone. The tent disappeared and it was just the four, the doctor, Yaz, Ryan, and Graham, and they're all standing there, and that was very defeatist of the doctor. It's like, oh, it's all over. The TARDIS isn't here, which I called it from the very beginning when it said Ghost Monument. I was like, watch that be the TARDIS, and I was right. But it just seemed very out of character for the doctor as a whole to just be so defeatist. That you get the companions and they're going, we're not going to give up, and Bradley Walsh, so far, definitely out of the two episodes, has been my favorite of the new companions. I do really like Graham, and like I said earlier, the byplay with him and Ryan, and the how the story's moving along. With I'm sure by the end of it, him and Ryan are gonna be big old love buddies, and he's gonna start calling him Granddad. And I'm calling it right now. I bet Graham's cancer's coming back. Um, but yeah, it was all just kind of meh. The wraparound towels or bandages or whatever that were talking to them that were weaponized was kind of lame. Uh, and that they were talking to them and reading their minds. Of course, I'm wondering if this is setting something up with the doctor because they looked at her and said, oh, the outcast and the child of time or whatever that whole. I don't know. It was just it definitely. I enjoyed last week's episode, but I thought this one was kind of a letdown. As far as the new TARDIS goes, it looks like they just dressed up David Tennant's old TARDIS. I don't hate it, but I'm not just overly in love with it. I like the late Matt Smith Capaldi version of the TARDIS, but whatever. Um, yeah, it was really kind of a meh episode. I had a couple of things I liked, and on the whole, I just thought it was kind of, like most second episodes of most seasons, it's kind of forgettable. So that's my review for the Ghost Monument. I think I'm going to give it about a. No, I'll be a little more generous because there were a couple things I did like. So I'm going to give it a 4. Um, Next week's the Rosa Parks episode, so I'm wondering how that's going to go. Did get to see the theme song and the intro finally because we didn't get to see it last week, and it's all right. The theme tune I think works for me more than the intro does, but it's not horrible. But I didn't think this was a great episode by any stretch of the imagination, and it was kind of predictable as far as what the Ghost Monument was ending up being. New TARDIS hoodie, and no, I'm not trying to rip off Council of Geeks. So, all right, that is gonna do it for this week's episode of May the Force Be with Who. And until next time, keep on keeping on.